Hello and welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I'm Radar.
Special K. Tonight we're going to be doing a highly requested bourbon. We have Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey. This is a pint. I want to say, paid $12 or $13 for a pint.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right for whiskey prices, bourbon prices.
Having
a hard time with that.
It's due to note that this is a this bourbon uses a lot of rye in it. While it's not considered a rye whiskey,
it's got to be 51% rye.
This uses about 28%, so it's still a very high rye content.
They're child-proof. Be smarter than the plastic.
Yeah,
you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, or you can destroy the bottle. One or the other.
So yeah, it has a higher rye content than a typical bourbon.
Yeah.
And it is, I believe it's 45% alcohol by volume or 90 proof.
That'll make the flavor stick around a little bit longer.
This is, we chilled it, but we did not like super chill it or anything like that. So just lightly chilled.
Yep, looks like bourbon to me.
Yeah, it's just your typical bourbon color.
It's brown.
They would call that a russet color.
A russet, yes.
That's the technical term for this color.
It is potato colored. I would actually just go ahead and call this sort of a golden brown. I don't know that I would call this potato colored.
It has a very, very hot on the nose.
Yep. It's also quite sweet.
Yeah.
And vanilla-y.
It's very hot on the nose. Very hotter than I expected it to be.
It smells like it's, how much alcohol did you say is in this?
It's 90 proof.
Is it 90 proof? So what, that 40? 45%.
Math, Brian. Math.
Yes, half. So difficult.
All right, let's take a sip.
45. This doesn't smell like it's 45. It smells much, much stronger than that.
Yeah, this one's got like kind of tangy. It's got more of a bite to it than what I'm used to. But that's probably the rye. It's a little woody. It's not as sweet as it smells.
It's not, but it is fairly sweet as far as bourbon goes. I mean,
it's definitely a sipper though.
Yeah.
This is.
You don't really. I don't think we need to mix this with anything. It's
I'm mixing it, but it's very. This is definitely a sipper. It's not a. It's not something you would take a big mouthful of. That's weird.
I would not shoot this.
Yeah, it's got a nice woodiness. It's fairly hot for what it is, even though it is only 45% alcohol. I believe this specific style that they have from Bulleit is, I think it's aged 6 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's an interesting factoid.
And it's Four Roses distills this.
This is Four Roses?
Yeah.
Man, Four Roses has got their fingers in all kinds of specialty bourbons.
Well, Evan Williams is the Heaven Hill, if you didn't know that.
Yeah. So. But Four Roses, I guess most of their specialty bourbons actually have the Four Roses medallion on it. So
the aftertaste is it leaves a nice, pleasant aftertaste in your mouth, but it's got fairly hot going down, and then it's got it's kind of got a weird tanginess to it. I'm assuming it's from the rye, but it's not something I'm used to having in my bourbon. It's not a bad thing at all. It's definitely unique.
I've got that. The aftertaste is just now going away. I'm just now running out of aftertaste. So it's definitely something you could sit down and sip on for a while. It's not something you've got to take drinks of on a really, really regular basis, because and it's not the alcohol aftertaste. It's the woodiness. It sticks around for a while. Yeah. It sticks around quite a bit longer than usual.
So straight, it's fairly unique. Are there better bourbons out there? Absolutely. Price, it's a little pricey on this one, so I'm gonna have to take a little bit off for it, but not a lot, maybe half a point. So I'm gonna stick straight. I'm gonna give this a 7. I think it's a 7 bourbon. It's very unique with that weird tanginess. Like I said, I'm not really used to. I don't drink a lot of rye, like heavily rye bourbons or whiskeys, or rye whiskeys typically at all. So this is very interesting in that aspect. But yeah, it's a 7. I wouldn't have any problem sipping it. Keyword though, not shooting.
Yeah.
Not taking big gulps.
That's a sit down and wait kind of whiskey.
What about you?
Bourbon. I think I have to kind of agree with you. It's about a 7. It's good. It's not as good as I would like for it to be at the price point. It's definitely beating the low end of the bourbon market though. The low and the medium end of the bourbon market. It's better, I think, than White Label.
Yeah, I'd put it above Jim.
When I think of bourbon, I think of Jim Beam White Label.
Yeah.
Like that's just what pops into my head when I think of bourbon.
You know, for half gallons or 1.75s, did you know that Jim Beam is now same price as Evan in half gallon form?
Really?
Now fifths are a different story.
Huh.
Evan's $2 cheaper on fifths, but in half gallons. I just noticed this because I went to a few liquor stores the other day. Slightly off subject, but I thought that was interesting because Evan is typically, in my opinion, it's a well. Like Jim and Evan are typical well whiskeys in Kentucky, but Evan's always been slightly lower in that aspect. So I thought that was.
If you want to get something to make your friends shoot, grow a little hair on their eyeballs, you definitely ask for the well, and that's usually what they give you.
Now,
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
It smells good with the Coke. Like some more of the woodiness comes through. It definitely smells mellowed out. You don't get that strong alcohol presence. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting with Coke. I just took a little sip a second ago.
Yeah, so did I. It's
that tanginess comes through.
Yeah, the sweetness and the tanginess are. It tastes like Coca-Cola lime. Like it doesn't taste like the lime,
but yeah,
it's got that weird like
bite,
that thing going on right back here where the usual lime flavor.
I will say that mixed with Coke, this is one of the better bourbons I've had mixed with Coke. Just because of that tangy, that weird tanginess it has towards the back end. I like it better mixed. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 mixed.
I could go either way with that. With the Coke,
but I think
it's good. It's good, but it's good in a different way. I think I'm gonna stick with a 7. Honestly, I don't think it's improved by putting Coke in it. I think the flavor changes.
It's lying.
What now? Is it not the original formula?
The original formula had cocaine in it, so it's definitely not the original formula.
Yeah, but cocaine is illegal now.
But it can't be the original formula. I'm just saying. I've never seen that on a can. I don't
Please
know
recycle.
Yeah,
they're not lying about that.
Anyway, would you recommend it?
Yes, I think I would recommend it. 2 reasons. One reason, it's very good for sipping. Second reason, cool bottle.
Yeah, it's got an old school bottle on it. I would recommend it if you're looking for a different type of bourbon. Like I said, it is fairly hot, so this isn't a shooter if you're into shooting. Fairly good mixer. It's a good sipper, not a good shooter. Like I said, it gives you a pretty good burn. But yeah, I recommend if you want something different or something you wanted something in between a rye and a regular bourbon. That's literally what this is.
You know what? I can't wait to try.
That's next because we already have open Coke.
Yeah.
Since wasting.
We need to hurry up and end this video. Yes, in fact, I do recommend it. Go ahead and get yourself some Bulleit Bourbon.
Same thing. I'd recommend it if you're looking for something different. All right, well, that's our episode. If there's something you would like to see on our channel, you can leave a comment down there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar. Thanks for watching.